We learned at Montauk that there are infinite realities. Every possibility that you can think of exists. And how did we learn this? Because they had attempted to send people back in time to change history. And they found out that you can't change history. Whatever is in this timeline, in the so-called past, must remain. If you alter an event, then it becomes another timeline, parallel to this, but not the same as this.
And thou shalt call his name Jesus, Prince of Peace, mighty God, Wonderful Counselor, Holy One, the Lamb of God, the Prince of Life.
I read about this 30 years ago. I knew what's going on in Montauk. I knew what's going on with the CIA, and he just called it for what it is, you know. And we have a situation. There are some beings who are so evil. Swedlow was very impressive, and I admired what the information that he dropped in that one video, especially with coordinates in the universe. When you have a coordinate millions of light years away, and you can go there in a second if you have the coordinates, you know. And it kind of like that, okay, verified this, something that I knew 25, 30 years ago again. But in the moment, what really is pressing for the world's people, in spite of all the storm around us and the noise, we need to start thinking more about our souls. We need to start thinking about our actions, our thought lives, our karma. We have to start trying to really understand that it's the last chance for a lot of people, for the world maybe. I mean, if ascension is coming in 5 years, it's not a lot of time. How much good can I do in 5 years to help more people think soul, think karma, you know, because it's like, wow, we just went through COVID 2 years. It's going to be nonstop. Heaven knows what's coming next. I mean, if you look at robotics and what robotics have done in the auto industries, and now they're using robotics in medicine, and they're operating on people better than doctors can. And if the internet now gets the jump on us, then it'll be thinking for us. It's already thinking for us. We are in this. We are in these things. I mean, but you see, because we are humans, we know, we hope that we are not cyborg. You can become cyborg through too much use of the internet. So you have to be careful. It's 1976 is where my journey really started. So in other words, as a hobby, I've been 50 years looking in the books, listening to the people, observing everything I could about this energy that's in the universe, that's around us. The harmonic convergence happened in 1987. And this event brought the cosmic heart to the earth, which brought harmony to us. It brought harmony. And then you could see more athletes were breaking records. The wall went down around that time, the 90s in Germany, and North Korea started talks. Maybe harmony was moving. And then, of course, there were a couple of small skirmishes in between. But as a musician, it's for me a chance to use that music as a platform to reach out to Black people. And I think that's a good place to start, because I've got 50 years under my belt. And I always thought to myself, don't ask anybody, go on your own, because if you're wrong, then you can only be mad at yourself. So I'm happy where I'm at. I'm at peace. I found peace. I found deep peace. I know something about the life force, who we all call God or all that is, or source, but it's just that thing that you don't know. That's the highest. It's the highest. There's nothing higher than that. Wherever that is, it's right here. Of course, when you think about it, it's gone. When you don't think about it, it's right on top of you.
Yeah, that's pretty hard to swallow for the average human being who has been denied
so much information over thousands of years about their own self-reality. When you think of the universe, think of vibration and energy. And the soul is also a vibration. And 2028 would be the exact correlation to the harmonic convergence, which happened in St. Margarita, Spain, with Brian Grattan. From physical thinking, materialistic thinking, to vibrational thinking, which now we know our thoughts create things, thoughts create realities. So it's a lot to swallow for someone who's not well versed in these kind of ideas. The religious mind is also very stubborn towards expanding or developing. It's as if the very teachings themselves are punched with warnings or threats or pitfalls that keep you from wanting to advance and expand. So let's take this thing, what we call life, by the horns. Let's dissect it and try to understand it. Because you're either a person who enjoys yourself, or you're a person that stresses yourself out. If you stress yourself out, then you're not enjoying yourself. You're not enjoying yourself if you're stressed out. At the end of the day, there is nothingness and peace. Nothingness and peace. That's all there is. It's not about wanting to be right. It's not about wanting to be wrong. Everybody's right and everybody's wrong. The New Age movement is the continuation of Christian religion. Basically, what came out of the religions after religions seemed seemingly no more useless, just this constant blabber and preaching and repetition of lies and truth. So we study both. We study the lies and we study the truth and hope that the truth wins. Because you realize when enough people have the same truth as you, that's still not truth. But it's more true than the few that don't. It's like companies start out as a small company, Gesellschaft, business, how do you call it? IG, incorporated, becomes more bigger, more intelligent, and then it joins a group. This is what's happened in the universe. There's several different types of universes of beings that have elevated their intelligence, and they met like-minded other intelligent beings, and they formed a group. And it's big, yeah. So let's stay small, because we are and we aren't. We are big, but we are small. The universe is big, but the universe is actually small. There it is. That's our reality. Duality, juggling it around. You've got to juggle this thing around. Okay, let everything be as it is. If you believe God, you don't believe God, fine. I'm here.
wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. Against spiritual wickedness, 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 wickedness. In high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in that evil day.
Be self-controlled and alert. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. Resist him, standing firm in the faith, because you know that your brothers throughout the world are undergoing the same kinds of sufferings. And lo, I will be with you always, even unto the ends of the world. Amen.
And having done all to stand therefore, having your loins girt about the truth. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of His might. Be strong,
God has set a limit on the intensity of the temptations we face.
be strong,
He knows how much we can handle. He knows our breaking
be
point.
strong.
God determines how far Satan can go with us. We are not at his mercy. God is faithful, who will not allow you to be tempted beyond what you are able, but with the temptation will provide the way of escape also, that ye may be able to endure it. God will be faithful to provide a way of escape, but we must be faithful to look for it. And having identified it, we must take advantage of it.